Sorry, just made a weird noise. Hello. How are you? I'm playing with my camera. I'm well. I've been having a pyjama day today because why not? Because it's Saturday and I'm really busy. Well, I'm really busy. I've been sorting out my my cross stitch patterns and trying to work out which ones that I actually want and would want to do, and the ones that I don't really want to do that much, you know, going into recycling. Now, yes, I would have liked to be able to donate them to some cross-stitching club or some such, but I don't know any locally that would necessarily take them. So, yeah, recycling. It'll help. So, I mean, I've still got like a whole basket full. Basically, I've got 4 boxes this size full of them. This is the second box now, and I've got like half a crate full. So yeah, I mean, I've been keeping them in I've been keeping them nice in these pockets, and I've got like half a box of pockets that I'm obviously going to reuse, because one, can't recycle, well, I probably can recycle those plastic, but either way you need to separate them too. If I'm separating them, why not keep them? You know, they're still useful for things, just not the thing I was already using it for. But anyway, that's that. Good news. Work for next week has been confirmed, so I am working next week. Obviously Monday I'm off because I'm helping my friend, but yeah, all week. Time shifted, so I'm starting an hour later, which is good. So I get up a little bit later, so that's nice. And there's like an open offer for overtime, but I said that really depends, because before I was getting home around about 6 o'clock, which is pretty much the time I'd finished my previous job. Now the time shifted, I'll be coming home closer to 7 o'clock, which again isn't too late, but then if you add on half an hour or so, like if we get up to like 2 hours of overtime, that means I'm coming home like 9 o'clock, and then more or less got to go straight to bed to get up the next day. And I was like, no. So overtime is on offer, but we'll see. We'll play that by ear, see what happens, see how I'm actually feeling. But yeah, so work definitely guaranteed next week, and possibly the week after, depending on how it goes. I've kind of mentioned before, we're doing a lot of packaging of Christmas POS, but then as soon as Christmas, you're then looking at the New Year's sales. So although not as much, we've been doing a lot of specialist bits and pieces and parts for window displays and such. I mean, there's this whole big Art Deco, you know, bronze. I don't know if there's a part of the same display or like a couple of different shops, but on the one side we've got this like Art Deco like panels, which are really good, and they're like from, you know, like yay big to yay big. And then on the other side we've got this brass construction with like gears and such, and I don't know if they're part of the same display. And there's also these green chandeliers that have been knocking around, and who knows where they fit in. So not as elaborate. New Year isn't as elaborate as the obvious Christmas displays are going to be. But yeah, there should still be some stuff coming from that. And then who knows what will happen after that. So I'm happy in the fact that I've definitely got work lined up next week. More than likely to have work lined up the week after. And as I said, Jark have told me that there's the possibility of a different job in Letchworth that will be potentially, depending on how well I get on with it and how well, you know, it all works out, that will potentially go from temp to perm. So that could be an actual full-time job at the end of it, which will be, I kind of have mixed feels about. I don't know what the job would entail. All I know is it's a glue processing factory thing. And I don't know necessarily how I'll get on well with production, but obviously I'll go in and give it a go. But then if it does work out and it does sort of, you know, work, then great, cool. Potential full-time job, which sounds like it will have different skills involved. So I'll probably be learning different types of things and learn, you know, new skills and maybe even learning a trade, which is really cool. On the other hand, it'll be in Letchworth, which means, again, travel time to Letchworth based on what I was doing before, if I'm remembering correctly, because where I'm currently working is literally the other side of town. If I was to walk it, it'd be about an hour and a half, according to Google Maps anyway. I mean, you know, there might actually be shortcuts and different ways of going, you know, if I wasn't walking it. Or if I, you know, if I was walking it but knew the route, not that obviously Google takes the as safe and direct path as it can, whereas, you know, someone who's used to walking that area, like, oh, if you go down this way, it shaves off a few minutes. And I think, although it's not something I make a habit of, walking to Letchworth is probably a similar sort of time. So in terms of travel work time ratio, you're probably looking about the same sort of length of day. Like I said, I'm already working a 10-hour day. So maybe it won't be so bad. On the other hand, I am still coming home knackered, and it's like, on the one hand, full-time job, on the other hand, no time to do anything else that I want to do because I'm too tired. So who knows? Who knows? That's just, but that's just work waffle. Anyway, book time. And the last few times I've been doing this, the thumbnail has caught, so I don't know if it's keying onto it somehow, because it always ends up slightly different time index. But anyway, the book time. And let's see what today's question is, shall we? And yeah, I know there's a bit of a waffly preamble, but sometimes it's just nice to talk to someone, even if it's just the camera. No! Oh, okay. Can you tie a cherry stem with your tongue or sing fantastic karaoke songs? What are your top secret talents? Well, I'm not sure how karaoke counts as a top secret talent. I cannot tie a cherry stem with my tongue. And actually, I did look up how to do it. And I don't know if it's because I haven't been using the right type. I think you need to use the fresher maraschino, is that how you pronounce it? The ones that are actually still in the juice, rather than just any old, you know, dry cherries, because I think the stem needs to still be a certain length, like a minimum length is ideal length, and, you know, actually still be flexible, because obviously if you just got, you know, punnet of cherries, then the stem's more likely to be more woody or actually dried out. But I did watch a video, I did sort of see a guide, and I did try it, and no. Maybe I just need more practice or different stems. Karaoke, haven't done it for a long time. My go-to song at the time when I last did it was Man, I Feel Like a Woman. Again, I don't see how belting out karaoke songs is necessarily top secret talent, because karaoke by its very nature tends to be a public spectacle. It tends to be something you do in front of other people. Unless you're doing it like well under a pseudonym or in a town that nobody knows you. I don't know. I'm not singing today, I'm not in the mood. Well, I'm not in the mood, I just kind of, I sing spontaneously. So I was singing some Great Showman earlier. Got a songbook and everything. So, I don't know, would I still do Man, I Feel Like a Woman? Or would I choose another song now? I guess it would depend on the book. But, I do really like This Is Me. But I don't know if my voice is necessarily strong enough for it. But then again, it's a karaoke party, but there's always someone who's actually better. I remember one time we did a karaoke, well, it was at I was in the restaurant and we were in the kitchen, but it was a quieter night, so we sort of got to stick our head out the door now and again to listen. And there was this woman doing Black Velvet, and she killed it. I've never heard a rendition of Black Velvet. You know, there are always those certain songs, and you've probably got your own list, but there are certain songs that you think, as soon as you hear someone attempting them, you can think, oh God, please no. Oh, please be good. I like this song. Don't ruin it. And for me, Black Velvet is one of those songs that if you don't get it right, it can be so bad, because it's such a I won't even say this. It's a really fantastic, brilliant song. It is a good song. I mean, there are probably songs that are objectively better than it, but it's sung in such a way, in such a style, that if you don't get it right, it's really noticeable. And this person got it so right. It was amazing. Do I have any other... I can do this. I don't know if it's a secret talent, but it's something I can do. My sister, she can roll the tongue and puts it behind her teeth. And so it makes like a little Y shape or something. Again, I'm not sure that's a secret talent. I can't furrow my... Again, this is something my sister can do. I can't... she's got, even as a kid, she had like lines on her forehead. I only got a couple. And she used to like squish it together like, trees ring! I can't do that as much. Yes, I do have a thing that is probably like a weird secret talent, but I get very self-conscious about bringing it up, because then I like have to prove it. I can recite the alphabet backwards. But then don't make me do it, because I'm self-conscious thinking about it now. But I can recite the alphabet backwards. I'm too self-conscious at the moment to do it. If I remember, I'll do it at the start of the video tomorrow or something. Hey, reason to come back. Because right now I'm thinking about it, it makes me very weirded out. But if I'm just more relaxed, I'll be okay. I also have a really good memory. I know it doesn't always seem like it, like I'm sort of, but especially if you watch my Doctor Who videos, I'm constantly forgetting the names of characters I've literally just watched. But I actually do have a really good memory, especially for weird trivia. But like stuff that's happened to me in the past, like I do. Or maybe, you know, maybe that I have demonstrated that with some of the stories I've told you. But yeah, it's I can't tie a cherry stem with my tongue. I do enjoy karaoke, although I don't know if I'm necessarily a diva. And I can recite the alphabet backwards and have a good memory. Alright, I think that's enough things with all the preamble and everything else. So I will say thanks for watching. You have been. You are awesome. I appreciate you. And I have an itchy ear. But anyway, I've been Michelle. You've been listening. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye!